Welcome, everyone. Do you ever feel small? Do you ever feel like other people are bigger, smarter, or more confident than you? Maybe you have a dream in your heart, but a voice in your head says, "You can't do that. You are not good enough." This feeling is heavy. It can stop you from trying new things. It can make you stay quiet when you want to speak. It can make you feel invisible in a world full of people. Today, we are going to talk about this feeling. But more importantly, we are going to change it. This is not just another motivational talk. This is a conversation with the part of you that you forgot. This is not about becoming someone new. It is about remembering who you truly are. Inside every person, there is a hidden power, a giant. And today, we will wake that giant up. You will learn why you sometimes feel small and weak. You will discover where the negative voice in your head comes from. Most importantly, you will learn the simple, daily actions you can take to unlock your true potential and feel strong again. You will understand that your biggest enemy is not outside of you. It is a small voice inside your mind. And you will learn how to make that voice quiet. This story is not just good for your heart, it is fantastic for your English. You will learn powerful words to talk about feelings and confidence. The sentences are simple and clear, so you can easily understand them. Listening to this will improve your pronunciation and your speaking fluency. Your brain will learn English, and your heart will learn power. By the end of this, you will not just understand the words. You will feel them. You will feel stronger, more confident, and ready to face the world. Subscribe to Englio Learn English Podcast for more stories that transform your English and your life. Now, let's begin. Let's talk about that voice. The small voice inside your head, we all have it. It is the voice that speaks when you are about to do something brave. Imagine you are in a meeting at work. Your boss asks, "Does anyone have any ideas?" You have a great idea. Your heart beats a little faster. You want to raise your hand. But then the small voice whispers, "Don't do it. Your idea is stupid." Everyone will laugh at you. Just stay quiet. So you put your hand down. Your idea stays inside you. Later, someone else says a similar idea and everyone loves it. You feel terrible. You think, "That was my idea. Why didn't I speak?" The small voice answers, "See, I was protecting you. It is safer to be quiet." This voice is very clever. It knows your fears. It knows your past mistakes. It uses them against you. Maybe you want to learn a new skill like playing the guitar. You buy a guitar, you are excited. You practice for one day and it is difficult. Your fingers hurt. The sound is not good. The small voice says, "You are not talented. This is too hard for you. You will never be good. Just give up." And because it is easier to believe this voice, many people put the guitar in a corner. The guitar collects dust. The dream of playing music gets quiet, just like the voice wanted. This voice has many names. Some people call it the inner critic. Some call it fear. Some call it doubt, but it is always the same. It is a part of you that wants to keep you safe. But its idea of safe is a small, boring life. It wants you to stay in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is the place where everything is familiar. There are no new challenges, so there are no new failures. But there are also no new successes. There is no growth. There is no excitement. The comfort zone is not a place of happiness. It is a cage with a comfortable chair. The small voice locks you in this cage and tells you that you are safe there. Think about your own life. When did you hear this voice? Was it when you wanted to talk to a new person? The voice said, "They will not like you." Was it when you looked in the mirror? The voice said, "You are not beautiful enough." Was it when you got a bad grade on a test? The voice said, "You are not smart." This voice is like a cloud that covers the sun. The sun is always there. Your potential, your power, your light, it is always there. But the cloud of this small voice makes everything feel dark and cold. It makes you forget that the sun is behind it. It wants you to believe that the cloud is the only reality. The first step to changing this is to simply notice the voice. Don't fight it. Don't argue with it. Just listen to it like you are watching a movie. When it says, "You can't do it," just think to yourself, "Ah, there is the small voice again. Interesting." When you do this, you create a little bit of space between you and the voice. You start to understand that you are not the voice. You are the person who is listening to the voice. This is a very important difference. You are not the negative thoughts. You are the one who hears the thoughts. This simple act of noticing is the first key. It is the first step to taking your power back. In the next part, we will look at where this voice comes from. Because when you understand its story, it has less power over you. So where does this small voice come from? Was it born with us? The answer is no. A baby is not born with a voice that says, "I can't learn to walk." A baby tries to walk, falls down, and gets up again. It falls hundreds of times, but it never thinks, "Walking is not for me, I am a failure." The baby just keeps trying. The small voice of doubt is something we learn. It is built piece by piece from our experiences in life. It is like building a wall with small stones. Each stone is a negative experience. One of the first stones often comes from our childhood. Maybe when you were a child, you drew a picture, you were very proud of it. You showed it to an adult, maybe a parent or a teacher. They were busy. They looked at it quickly and said, "That's nice, but the sky is not green, the sky is blue." They did not mean to hurt you, but in your small heart you heard, "You did it wrong." That was one small stone. Another time you tried to help in the kitchen and you dropped a plate. An adult shouted, "Be careful, you are so clumsy." That was another stone. You were singing your favorite song and a brother or sister said, "Be quiet, your voice is terrible." Another stone. These small moments seem unimportant, but for a child they are very big. A child believes what adults say. So you started to collect these stones of belief. I am not good at art. I am clumsy. I cannot sing. The wall of doubt started to get bigger. As you got older, you added more stones yourself. You failed a test in school. You put a big stone on the wall. I am not smart. You asked someone on a date and they said no. Another stone. I am not attractive. You tried to play a sport and were not the best player. Another stone, I am not athletic. This wall gets higher and higher over the years. Soon, it is so high that you cannot see the world on the other side. The other side is the world of possibilities, the world of your dreams. The small voice lives behind this wall. It is the guard of the wall. Its job is to keep you behind the wall where it thinks you are safe. It tells you, "Don't try to climb this wall. You will fall. It's dangerous out there. Stay here with me. It's safe here." Society also adds stones to our wall. Advertisements tell us we need to be thinner, richer, or have better hair to be happy. They show us perfect people with perfect lives. We look at our normal lives and think, "I am not good enough." Social media is another big source of stones. We see our friends on vacation, getting married, or getting new jobs. We see only their best moments. We compare their best moments to our normal, everyday life. And we feel bad. The small voice loves this. It says, "See, everyone is doing better than you. You are behind." So this voice is not a monster. It is a collection of old pains, old fears, and old messages. It is like an old program running on a computer. The program was installed a long time ago. Its purpose was to protect you from getting hurt again. If you believe you can't sing, you will never sing in front of people, so no one can laugh at your voice. The program is working. You are safe. But you are also not free. You are not living your full life. Understanding this is powerful. Why? Because you realize the voice is not telling you the truth. It is just telling you an old story, a story built from small stones of the past. But the past is not the present. You are not that small child anymore. You are an adult. You can decide to stop adding stones to the wall, and you can even decide to start taking some stones away. The voice will not disappear overnight, but now you know its secret. It is not a powerful king. It is just a scared historian, always reading from an old book of failures. It is time to start writing a new book. Inside you, right now, there is a giant. This is not just a nice idea. It is the truth. This giant is your true self. It is your potential. It is your courage, your creativity, your strength, and your love. It is the part of you that knows you can do amazing things. It is the part of you that feels excitement when you think about your dreams. It is the energy you feel when you listen to a powerful song or see a beautiful sunset. This giant is real. So, if this giant is so powerful, where is it? Why do we feel so small so often? The giant is sleeping. It is not dead. It is not gone. It is just in a deep sleep. And the small voice we talked about, its lullaby keeps the giant asleep. A lullaby is a soft song to make a baby sleep. The small voice sings a constant lullaby of doubt and fear. It sings, "You are weak, sleep. The world is scary, sleep. Don't try sleep." Every time you believe the small voice, you are helping it sing the giant to sleep. Every time you say, "I can't," you are giving the giant a sleeping pill. Every time you give up, you are pulling a warm blanket over the giant's head. Think of it like this. Imagine your mind is a garden. For years, the small voice has been planting weeds. The weeds are thoughts like, "I'm not smart enough. I'm not lucky. It's too late for me." These weeds have grown big and strong. They take all the sunlight and all the water. But somewhere in that garden, under all the weeds, there is a seed, a giant seed. It is the seed of a huge, beautiful tree. That tree is your potential. It has not grown because the weeds are blocking its light. The giant is sleeping because the weeds of doubt are taking all its energy. What does this sleeping giant look like? It is different for everyone. For one person, the giant is an artist, full of colors and ideas, waiting to create beautiful paintings. But the person works in a boring office job because the small voice told them, "You can't make money from art." For another person, the giant is a leader with a powerful voice and a clear vision, able to inspire people. But the person is too shy to speak in meetings because the small voice told them, "Nobody wants to hear your opinion." For another person, the giant is an adventurer, wanting to travel the world and see new cultures. But the person has never left their hometown because the small voice told them, "The world is a dangerous place. Stay home." Your giant is your unique gift to the world. It is the thing that makes you special. It is the passion that makes your heart beat faster. You know what it is. You feel it sometimes. It's a quiet whisper when you are alone. It's a feeling of "I wish I could," or "what if?" That whisper is the giant trying to wake up. It is dreaming. It is moving a little in its sleep. But the lullaby of the small voice is strong. The good news is that you have the power to stop the lullaby. You have the power to pull out the weeds. You have the power to wake the giant. It does not happen in one day. You cannot just shout, "Wake up," and expect the giant to stand up. It has been sleeping for a long time. It is weak. It needs care. It needs patience. It needs you to believe in it even before it is fully awake. The journey starts now. The journey is about changing the music in your mind. It is about stopping the lullaby of doubt and starting to play a new song. A song of possibility. A song of courage. A song of I can try. In the next part, we will learn the first practical steps to wake up your giant. They are not big, dramatic actions. They are small, simple things you can do every single day. Because a sleeping giant does not wake up with an earthquake. It wakes up with the gentle, constant light of the morning sun. Waking up a giant sounds like a big job. It sounds difficult and maybe even impossible. But the secret is this: you do not wake a giant with a giant action. You wake a giant with many, many small actions. These small actions are like drops of water. One drop of water is nothing, but many drops, day after day, can break a stone. Your small daily actions are the drops of water that will break the stone of doubt and wake up your sleeping giant. This is the power of small steps. The small voice loves big goals. Why? Because big goals are scary. If you say, "I will write a book," the small voice immediately says, "A whole book? That's too much work. You don't have time. You are not a writer." The goal is so big that it is easy to feel overwhelmed and give up before you even start. The giant stays asleep. But what if you change the goal? What if you say, "Today I will write one sentence"? One sentence. Can you do that? Yes, it is easy. The small voice doesn't know what to say. One sentence is not scary, so you write one sentence. The next day, you write another sentence. You are taking a small step. You are a writer. This idea works for everything. Do you want to get fit? Don't say, "I will go to the gym for 2 hours every day." That is a big, scary goal. Instead, say, "Today I will walk for 10 minutes." Can you do that? Of course. Put on your shoes and walk. When you finish, you feel good. You did something. You kept a promise to yourself. This small success is food for your giant. It is a little bit of energy. The next day, you can walk for 10 minutes again. Maybe next week, you will walk for 15 minutes. The steps are small, but they are always moving forward. Small steps build confidence. Every time you complete a small task, you are sending a message to your brain. The message is, "I am a person who does what they say they will do." This is the opposite of the small voice's message. The small voice says, "You always give up." Your small actions say, "No, today I did not give up. I did my 10 minutes." This creates a new story, a new belief about yourself. Confidence is not a feeling you wait for. Confidence is something you build one small action at a time. It is like building a house. You don't start with the roof. You start with one brick. Your small steps are the bricks of your new, confident self. Let's think of some other examples. Do you want to learn English? Don't say, "I will be fluent in 3 months." Say, "Today I will learn 5 new words." Or, "Today I will listen to this story for 5 minutes." These are small, achievable goals. When you achieve them, you feel successful. This success gives you motivation to do it again tomorrow. Are you shy? Don't say, "I will be the most popular person at the party." Say, "Tonight I will say hello to one new person." Just one person. That is your mission. When you do it, you have won. You have taken a small step out of your comfort zone. The giant inside you opens one eye. It sees you being brave. It gets a little bit stronger. The key is consistency. Doing one small thing one time is good. Doing one small thing every day is life-changing. It is the daily habit that wakes the giant. Think about what you want to change in your life. Now, think of the smallest possible action you can take today to move toward that goal. Make it so easy that you cannot say no. Do you want to eat healthier? Don't throw away all the food in your kitchen. Just add 1 apple to your lunch today. Do you want to be less stressed? Don't try to meditate for an hour. Just sit in silence and take 3 deep breaths. These actions seem too small to make a difference. The small voice will tell you, this is useless. Walking for 10 minutes will not change anything. Do not listen. The small steps are not just about the result. They are about the process. They are about teaching yourself a new way to live. A way of action, not a way of excuses. A way of progress, not a way of staying stuck. Each small step is a vote for the person you want to become. Each step is a gentle shake to the shoulder of your sleeping giant. Hey, you are whispering. It's morning. It's time to slowly wake up. We have talked about taking small actions. Now, let's talk about something even more powerful, the words you use. The words you say to yourself inside your own head are the food you feed your giant, or they are the poison you choose. The small voice feeds the giant poison every day. It serves a meal of words like failure, stupid, not good enough, and impossible. When the giant eats these words, it gets weaker and weaker. It wants to stay in bed. To wake the giant, you must change its diet. You must start feeding it healthy, strong words. This is not about lying to yourself. It is not about looking in the mirror and saying, I am a millionaire when you have no money. The giant is smart. It knows that is not true. It is about changing your self-talk to be more kind, more supportive, and more realistic. It is about becoming your own best friend, not your own worst enemy. Let's look at how to do this. The first step is to catch the negative words. Just like you learn to notice the small voice, you must learn to notice the poison words. When you make a mistake at work, what is the first thing you say to yourself? Many people say, I'm so stupid. That is poison. When you catch yourself saying this, stop. And then change the sentence. You don't have to say, I'm a genius. That is not believable. You can say something true and kind. For example, I made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. What can I learn from this? Can you feel the difference? I'm stupid is a dead end. It makes the giant feel sick. I can learn from this is a path forward. It is healthy food for the giant. It gives the giant energy to try again. Let's try another one. You are trying to lose weight and one day you eat a piece of cake. The small voice screams, you have no self-control, you failed, you should just give up. This is poison. What can you say instead? You can say, I ate a piece of cake. It was delicious. Now I will continue with my healthy plan. One piece of cake does not ruin everything. This is a balanced, kind, and strong response. You are treating yourself like a friend. A good friend would not say, you are a failure because you ate cake. A good friend would say, it's okay, let's go for a walk together. You must learn to be that good friend to yourself. Here are some simple swaps you can make in your daily self-talk. Instead of I can't do it, try I will try my best. Instead of this is impossible, try this is difficult, but I can take the first step. Instead of I'm a failure, try I am learning and growing. Instead of I hate my body, try I am thankful for my body and what it can do. Instead of I always mess things up, try I can learn from my mistakes and do better next time. These new sentences are called affirmations. An affirmation is a positive statement that you repeat to yourself. At first, it might feel strange. The small voice will tell you that you are lying. But remember, the small voice is the one that has been lying to you for years. It has been lying that you are not good enough. You are just correcting the story. Find 1 or 2 affirmations that feel good to you. Write them on a piece of paper. Put them on your bathroom mirror or on your computer. Say them to yourself every morning. Say them when you are feeling sad or scared. When you feed your giant these positive words every day, it starts to get stronger. It is like watering a plant. At first, you see nothing. But under the ground, the roots are growing stronger. After some time, you will see a small green leaf, and then another. Your confidence will start to grow. The words you use are not just words. They are instructions for your mind. If you constantly say, "I am tired," you will feel tired. If you say, "I have energy," you will find more energy. Your words create your reality. The old reality was created by the poisonous words of the small voice. Your new reality will be created by the powerful, kind words you choose to feed your giant. This is your power. You choose the menu. Start today. Choose one negative thought you often have and decide what new, stronger thought you will replace it with. Feed your giant well and watch it grow. So you are taking small steps. You are changing the words you use. You are feeding your giant good food. What happens next? What does life look like when the giant is awake? It is important to understand this. You do not become a different person. You become more yourself. Waking the giant is not about adding something new to you. It is about removing the things that are hiding your true self, the fear, the doubt, the negative stories. When these things are gone, the real you can finally come out and live. Living with your giant awake means you have a new relationship with fear. Fear does not disappear. Fear is a normal human emotion. It is there to protect us from real danger. The difference is that the small voice uses fear to stop you from living. When the giant is awake, you still feel fear, but it does not control you anymore. You see fear as a compass. The thing you are most afraid to do is often the thing you most need to do to grow. When you feel fear, the giant inside you says, "Okay, I feel the fear. Now let's do it anyway." You feel the fear of speaking in a meeting, but you do it. You feel the fear of starting a new class, but you sign up. You walk with fear like it is a small, noisy dog next to a calm, strong giant. Your confidence also changes. It is not a loud, arrogant confidence. It is a quiet confidence. It is a deep knowing that you can handle whatever life brings you. You know that you will make mistakes, but you also know that you can learn from them. You know that you will have difficult days, but you also know that you have the strength to get through them. You stop comparing yourself to other people. Their journey is their journey. Your journey is yours. You are focused on your own path, on your own growth. You celebrate other people's success because you are not in competition with them. You are secure in your own worth. The giant does not need to prove anything to anyone. It just is. When your giant is awake, you become more resilient. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after a difficult situation. Before, when you failed, the small voice said, "You are a failure. Stay down." You believed it. Now, when you fall, the giant helps you get up. It says, "That was a hard fall. Are you okay? Good. Let's see what we learned. Now, let's try again, but this time a little smarter." You see failure not as an end, but as a teacher. It is part of the process. Every successful person in the world has failed many times. The difference is that they did not let failure be the final chapter of their story. Life with your giant is not a perfect, happy everyday life. You will still have problems. You will still feel sad sometimes. You will still get angry. But your ability to deal with these things is completely different. You have an inner strength that was not there before. You have a friend inside you, a wise and powerful partner. You face challenges not with the feeling of, "Oh no, another problem," but with the feeling of, "Okay, What do we need to do here? This new life is a life of action, not a life of waiting. You stop waiting for the perfect time. You stop waiting for someone to give you permission. You stop waiting to feel confident before you start. You know that confidence comes from starting. You start living your life on purpose. You make choices based on your values and your dreams, not based on your fears. You are the author of your own story. The small voice may still be there, but it is just a whisper in the corner. The main voice, the strong voice, the voice you listen to, is the voice of your giant, and that voice is your own. This is the life that is waiting for you. It is not in a distant future. It starts with the next small step you take and the next kind word you say to yourself. It is a journey, not a destination, and it is the most important journey you will ever take. Remember the beginning of this journey. We talked about a small voice that makes you feel weak and a sleeping giant that holds all your potential. We learned that this voice comes from old experiences and that its job is to keep you in a small, safe cage. But we also learned that you are not this voice. You are the one who can change the story. The path to waking your giant is simple, but it is not always easy. It is built on two powerful ideas: small, consistent actions and kind, consistent words. Every time you take one small step towards your dream, you give the giant a little more energy. Every time you replace a negative thought with a positive one, you feed the giant a healthy meal. This is how change happens. Not in one big moment, but in thousands of small moments of courage and choice. This is not about being perfect. You will have days when the small voice is loud. You will have days when you forget to be kind to yourself. That is okay. That is part of being human. On those days, the most important thing is to be gentle with yourself. Just notice it, and tomorrow, begin again. The journey of waking your giant is not a straight line. It has ups and downs. The goal is just to keep walking. The power inside you is real. It is not in a book or in a motivational speech. It is in your heart, in your mind, in your hands. It is waiting for you to unlock it. The key is in the small choices you make every single day. The choice to walk for 10 minutes. The choice to learn one new thing. The choice to say, I can try instead of I can't. The choice to be your own best friend. Your life is the sum of these small choices. This is your moment, your life, your choice. The giant is waiting. What is one small thing you can do today, right now, to begin to wake it up? Do not wait. Start now. If you're ready to keep growing, if you want to continue feeding your mind with ideas that build your English and your inner strength, subscribe to Englio Learn English Podcast for more truth and motivation. Thank you for listening.